Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and today I'm going to be sharing all of the books I hauled in February. I only bought 5 of my own books, which was really good because I'm doing really well at the reading versus buying for 2021. But I do have quite a few books to share with you just based on subscription boxes as well as gifts and giveaways. So first I'm just going to share these as I just did them in my Mythical Mail Monday. So I'll link that up above so you guys can see them in further detail. But these are my Fairy Loot An Ember in the Ashes series, and then here are the sprayed edges. They're beautiful. I'm trying to go into the series with as little knowledge as possible, but I do believe that this is about a sister trying to save her brother in some way, but I could be wrong because I've tried to avoid anything about this series that I can. Another special edition that I picked up is the Fox and Wit Among the Beasts and Briars. So here is the front cover, the back cover, and then the spine. I just think that this edition is gorgeous. In this we are following Ceres, who is part of a kingdom that is protected by its ruler. However, one day when they crown a new queen or ruler, Ceres comes to realize that bad things are starting to happen and she is on the run. The next and last special edition of February was the All the Tides of Fate, which is the Owlcrate edition of the sequel to All the Stars and Teeth. I haven't even unwrapped this yet, so there might be exclusiveness that I don't know about, but All the Stars and Teeth looks like an amazing read and I can't wait to read the series. Next are my 2 books that I received in book boxes for February, so if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead like a minute from now. I'll try to go through these quickly. For LitJoy, I received this Golden Flame, which I'm not really sure what it's about other than it has a pirate element due to this beautiful pirate themed dust jacket. I mean, that looks incredible. I'm very excited to read this one because pirates are my weakness. And next was The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna, which came in the February Owlcrate. I haven't even unwrapped this one yet. I think I'm going to read the Fairy Loot edition first. We received an ARC in Fairy Loot last year. I'll read that one first since it's already unwrapped and everything. And then if I like the book, I'll keep this edition, and if not, I'll do a sell or giveaway on the Owlcrate edition. Next, I received some ARCs and books for review. The first 2 were given to me by my local indie bookstore bookseller. I was telling her about how I am a booktuber, so she shared these with me. This one came out last year. It came out May 19th of 2020, but it is a girl was a champion swimmer but has something that puts her dreams in jeopardy, and the climb back to the top is quite gruesome and complicated, and it complicates her friendship with her fellow swim teammates. And then as she struggles to balance like her needs versus other people's expectations of her, she learns and finds something even more extraordinary. So that is what this is about. It sounds like a really powerful contemporary read about loss and rising up again. So yeah. Next is Lumen, and I'm really not sure what this is about, but it sounds like these people are, I don't know if it's metaphorically or like literally wolves and also humans, and people always judge one side of them, and it's like, we're not just wolves, we're not just human, we're both, and we are going to thrive as that. The synopsis is actually just a quote from the book, so it's really hard to derive what this book is about. Next, I got First Comes Like from a Goodreads giveaway. And this is a story, a 3rd book in a trilogy. You can read it as a standalone, but I definitely recommend reading it in the trilogy. It's part of the Modern Love trilogy, which I just did a review for. You can check it out up here. But this is the story of Gia, who is a beauty influencer and gets catfished by a Bollywood soap opera star. In the end, there's a lot of guilt and desperateness, and they end up fake dating into romance. So, all very good. I read this already, gave it 5 stars. Another Goodreads giveaway was Thornlight, which is the sequel to Foxheart. This is a middle grade series, and I don't want to read the synopsis for this just because it is the 2nd book, but I'm planning to pick up and read Foxheart and then read Thornlight and do a review on them. And finally, I received 9 of Swords from Brooklyn Quintana. Brooklyn reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review 9 of Swords, so I said yes. Here is the back of the book. I'll just read the first little paragraph. It says, "Welcome to the Moranci Academy of Military Arts. As one of our students, we expect that you will fight till the end and win by any means necessary. Now that you're here, there are a few things you should be made aware of. Firstly, be mindful of the water's edge. The mermaids are not always to be trusted, and the dolphins are quite unreliable. Second, try not to get lost in the catacombs. Should you wander too far, your safety cannot be guaranteed. And remember, be wary of the jungle. The trees like to rearrange themselves, and do steer clear of the vines, lest you not return from your adventure intact, or even alive. We hope to see you at the end of the year games, should you make it that far." I'm so ready to read this, but it is quite a chunker. I'm gonna try to start reading it and just get a little bit done every day, and then hopefully have it done by like mid-April-ish to review. Finally, my indie bookstore puts on a book bingo every month, and I happened to win this round of book bingo, and I got the book up for grabs as well as a gift card for money. The author who was hosting it was Angie Hockman, and it is Shipped, an adult romance. It's The Unhoneymooners meets The Hating Game, in which 2 office enemies end up getting stuck on a cruise ship, I believe, and end up becoming lovers, because, you know, enemies to lovers. But I'm excited to read this, and we'll definitely be reviewing this as well. And then of course, with my extra money, I had to pick up The Duke and I, Bridgerton. Hit the like button if you have been watching Bridgerton and are obsessed, or comment down below, let me know, because yes, so freaking good. Okay, so I ended up buying 6 books. I forgot about the graphic novel. The first book I bought was Girl Gone Viral, so that I could read this in order to read First Comes Like. This is the second book of the Modern Love trilogy. Again, link up here to watch that review. Next I got Princess Ever After by Katie O'Neill, who is the same author that did The Tea Dragon Society, which is one of my favorite graphic novels. This is about 2 princesses that fall in love, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Next was Happily Ever Afters by Elise Bryant, and this is about a girl who ends up going to school for English and wants to be an author. However, she's in sort of a writing slump, and I believe that she like watches some rom-coms and does the things in the rom-coms to get inspiration for like a meet cute sort of idea, and yeah, ends up finding someone along the way. But this looks so adorable. I love she's almost got like a fantasy look to her, but also modernized, and I can't wait to read this one. Next, I picked up The Queen's Shadow, which is a Star Wars novel about Padme, who is my favorite Star Wars character. So underrated. I don't know exactly what's happening in this book, but I was really excited to find this because this retails for like $50 now. This like original hardcover look, and I got it for $15, which was nice. But I have been reading through the Star Wars series, as you have probably picked up on, and yeah. Next, I got Crown of Oblivion by Julie Eshbal. In this, we are following Astrid, who is the surrogate to the princess. And whenever she disobeys, the princess is whipped, and whenever the princess disobeys, she's whipped, or something along those lines. And the only way to get out of this situation is to enter the race of death. Race of Oblivion. Let me make that clear. Race of Oblivion, and they are first dosed with Oblivion, which wipes their memories. Then they awake in the middle of nowhere, and then they are led through a treacherous terrain full of opponents who wouldn't think twice about killing them. So this feels like royalty meets Hunger Games. I'm here for it. This was actually recommended to me by Bree, and I'm excited to read my friend's recommendation. And finally is Cursed by Thomas Wheeler and illustrated by Frank Miller. I can't remember if it's this or a different book that is now a Netflix series, but this looks really good. I think it's a King Arthur retelling. And finally, it's sort of a book, not really, but it's also in the name of what it's called. I bought a comic book. This is the exclusive edition of the first volume of Star Wars: The High Republic. I just love the artwork on this. It's so pretty and I needed to share it, so that is all. But that is my haul for February. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check in with you in my next video. Bye, friends!